All right, guys, I have a special guest with me today, and this is Kiki. She is a 1-year-old Red Doberman. So for today's video, we're gonna talk about the 5 different Doberman colors, and I'm gonna show you guys examples of all of them and tell you a little bit about them. And then a fun fact about myself is that I grew up with Dobermans as a little kid. So the first dog that I ever bought myself was a Doberman. I used to sell lemonade right here outside of my dad's animal hospital until I saved up $1,500 18 years ago to buy my first show AKC Doberman. She lived until she was 15 years old, and sadly, she ended up getting osteosarcoma. If you guys are Doberman people on here, you know that that is a common bone cancer in Dobermans. So enough of me chatting, let's get into the 5 Doberman colors. So I just told you how much my Dobbie was when I was a kid almost 20 years ago. They were $1,500, but a good AKC show Doberman can be anywhere from $3,000 to up to $7,000 nowadays. Before I show you all the colors and how beautiful this dog breed is, do I recommend a Doberman for first-time dog owners? And my answer is actually yes. So I got my first Doberman, like I said, at 11 years old. So they are very easy to train. They're obedient, they're smart, they're sweet, and it's all how you raise them, but they are strong. Did you just see I got pulled there? They are a large working breed dog, so that also means you have to exercise your Doberman, you have to stimulate them mentally to be a good dog. On the AKC website, the Doberman Pinscher is allowed to enter the show ring in only 4 colors: black, red, blue, and fawn or Isabella. But in Europe, only the black and the red Dobermans are allowed to show. Dobermans must have rust markings sharply defined, appearing above each eye, on the muzzle, throat, and forechest, and on all their legs and feet, and below the tail. The American Dobermans are more sleek and family-tempered than the larger European Dobermans, who are thicker and have more of a working mind mentality. Once you start to see a lot of Dobermans, you will soon be able to recognize the difference between the 2 body types. The first one is the Black and Rust Doberman, the most traditional combination that the Doberman comes in, and it's one of my favorites. Their sleek black coat and well-muscled bodies are just beautiful. Their personalities are energetic, watchful, determined, fearless, obedient, and loyal. Dobermans that are shy or vicious in any way towards a judge at a show or a spectator will be dismissed at a ring. The next one is the Red and Rust Doberman color. This is the second most common color that Dobermans come in, and you might hear other people call them brown or chocolate, but at an AKC show or in Europe, they're called red. Some people think that the red Dobermans are lazier and more well-tempered than the black Dobermans. What do you guys think? Put it in the comments below. The next one is a Blue and Rust Doberman. This color is pretty rare and hard to find. Some people call them gray, silver, or even purple. They are accepted in the show ring in America, but not in Europe. These dogs are technically a diluted black Doberman that appears blue. When their color is severely diluted, they are prone to color dilutional alopecia, which is a genetic skin condition that causes their hair to be thin. They can have hair loss or dry skin, which deters some people from getting this Doberman color. The next one is the Fawn and Rust Doberman, or also called Isabella. This may be the rarest Doberman color, and a lot of people think they just look beautiful. But this is also a dilute gene of the red Doberman, where they can also experience skin issues. And lastly, there is one more Doberman color, and that is the white Doberman, which can also be called an albino, cream, or ivory Doberman color. To be more correct, these white Dobermans are also called leucistic Dobermans, since they are not fully albino and create some melanin pigment, where you can see even brighter white markings on their chest. Some people believe that a true albino Doberman doesn't even exist, and they would actually need that gene mutation called tyrosinase to be a true albino animal. Therefore, if a breeder is calling them albino, they are being misleading. And sadly, back in the day, Dobermans that were born white may have been euthanized, which also happens in a lot of other breeds, because white animals that are true albinos can be deaf, they can have poor eyesight, they can have bad skin issues, and also have some aggression with them because of their health issues, and these puppies were put to sleep. But nowadays, this rarely happens, and a lot of these puppies do find themselves in a nice rescue group. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video on all the Doberman colors. Again, this is one of my favorite dog breeds. Like usual, please subscribe to my channel, put a comment below if you love Dobermans too, and I will see you next week.